Hey guys, time for another episode of Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist. It is Monday. We just had the time change here in California, so it's pretty dark out already. Take a little while to get used to the time change. But anyway, so here we are. The EV Beetle is like that close to being done. Lids went on it today. Some other different little things that were still kind of dangling. This door panel went on. Listen to this. Thud. Sounds so good. Yeah, the deck lid went on. The license plate light, license plate mount. The gaps are just looking super good on here. This is going to be a really nice car for this guy. I think he's going to be very happy. And then the big surprise when you open this thing up is that, for those of you that didn't know where this was heading. So, yep, it's an EV. You don't have to like it. The owner likes it, and he gave us the latitude to build him a really, really nice car. So there it is. Air conditioning EV, I think it's 120 horsepower and 175 foot-pounds of torque. It's going to be pretty quick. I still haven't driven it yet. I think I'm running out of excuses to drive it. Those of you that follow the channel know that I kind of don't like driving customers' cars because it makes me nervous. I always think somebody's going to T-bone me, or I don't know, something's going to happen. But yeah, I need to put some miles on this thing because it's about done. Still got to put a steering wheel on it. Still got that ugly one. But yeah, this car is really, really close. At this point, it's just down to some minor details, like I mentioned, putting some miles on it, maybe going through a charge cycle or two to make sure all that's working correctly. And yeah, that's about it. Windshield wipers went on. Yeah, it's so close. Let's have a look under the front hood here. What I think I forgot to show you guys last week was the trunk liner that we made here for it. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. So yeah, Rafa made a basically like the backing for this out of some it's kind of like black particle board, cardboard that we get from an upholstery shop here locally, Global Upholstery Supply. So he made this, the backing basically for this, and then we had Octavio and team go and cover it in this kind of carpet. And yeah, it looks pretty clean. We're pretty happy with it. The reason that we're retaining that thing back there is so that any water it comes through the vent up there will drain. So there's a hose that connects that thing and goes down through the drain that's down underneath there. So yeah, any water coming through there will just end up being collected in there and then drain out. So the electronics under here won't be getting wet. And then that thing there is part of the air conditioning system. But yeah, pretty clean. I still need to do something with this. Like I said, there's some minor details on this car that still need to be worked out, but they are not very many left. So yeah, love this color, diamond blue, really a great color. And I think that combination with the dove gray Fuchs, really, really cool. This thing looks like it would be a Hot Wheels car maybe or something. I don't know. It's just so killer looking. It's got, to me, a kind of unique look, that combination of colors and late model car, which, usually I'm not a big fan of these bumpers, late model bumpers, but they do look killer on a nice late model car, especially one that's got wheels and the stance and everything like that. It's a beautiful car, no denying it, even if it is an EV. So there you go. So that's what Rafa was working on today, just trying to get this thing dialed in here. And very, very close. So what did I work on today? I worked on this bus some more. Didn't get a lot done today because spent a long time talking to customers and potential customers and looking at parts and all that kind of boring business running stuff, but I got a few things done. Still working on getting his engine together. I did talk to the guy who's going to be supplying the air conditioning for this car, Gilmore Enterprises. They're in, I can never remember, Nevada or Arizona, one or the other. Talking to him about some different options with the pulleys and stuff like that. So I spent quite a bit of time today kind of researching and talking to him about the air conditioning system. So obviously the compressor goes on the motor and it's got a mount and have pulleys and stuff driving it. So spent a decent amount of time today on the phone with him and doing research and looking at parts and stuff like that, because that's all got to be integrated in here along with the fuel injection. So worked on that and just worked on, I got the alternator assembly together here with the fan and stuff like that. Just little things like that, trying to keep it moving. I did start putting the steering together today. Again, not anything too earth-shattering or exciting, but got his steering box mounted in just kind of loosely at the moment. Still need to put the steering coupler on it, which we have right there. And I got new hardware coming for it, and then the steering shaft itself and the steering column tube, which is here, painted body color. Just kind of continuing to work on this thing, just trying to, sort of check things off the list here. Steering needs to be hooked up, so that's what I'm working on. And what else? The other thing I did this morning was on Jacob's car, I went ahead and put in the sound boards here in the engine compartment. Those come from Wolfsburg West. Really nice. Those guys do a bitchin' job of making these things. They fit like a glove. The only thing is you got to poke a hole in them right there in the case of an oval approximately for that wiring harness to come through. And then, those little tabs that will cut the crap out of you if you're not careful around them. Start with those pointed straight out, put the panel in, and then you basically go and shove those through it. They come through pretty easy, and then you just bend them over. So this is how they were originally. And then, the side ones are held in by these little tabs here. So very clean looking engine compartment once you get all that stuff in. And so, then Jacob came in this afternoon and started putting his tins on. Got obviously the cylinder tins on, and we test fitted the front tin here and had him go ahead and cut out the little notch here for the duct that blows air out of the doghouse setup. Little hole right there for the hard fuel line that's going to come through. Went ahead and had him put on the pulley tin here, the pulley. So he'll be in tomorrow and probably Wednesday and then Thursday and or Friday. Probably by the end of this week, we'll have this motor pretty much together. I'm hoping that maybe we can get this car back to him by maybe next week or so. Still a lot of little details left to do. We got to put the rear window and rear quarter windows in, and then we may put a new windshield seal in it for him. Some little stuff like that. But hopefully get this car back to Mr. Jacob here in the next week and a half or so. And so we can go back to daily driving it and being the coolest kid at his high school. So there you go. That's pretty much it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. If you like our content and haven't done so already, please subscribe. We'll try and keep the good stuff coming here. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.